Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome after what feels like an eternity to another episode of my time at Sandrock. Now, I do realize that I will not be featuring the game that frequently, and it's also almost impossible for me to make an early access review for the game due to its very early stages of development. But yet still, there were a couple of updates in this game, and I kind of wanted to know what the hell will happen after the bridge for the train has been destroyed. So we will play around 2 days because apparently the train doesn't give a rat's ass that the bridge is completely ruined and it keeps showing up. So yeah, I was thinking that at least they would somehow interrupt the incoming flow of the trains. But yeah, one more thing which I'm considering doing is the fact that I really want to focus more on the secondary channel, because so far I have done only one video for it, and the biggest problem was basically that YouTube immediately demonetized the video because I showed the trailer for the Jurassic World Dominion. And so in order to actually discuss the movies, I might have to utilize video games in order for the videos to not be flagged or something. But I'm gonna have to think about this because certain channels, you have your person responsible for the channel who stands in front of a green screen and he addresses you and talks to you about the movie. Obviously, I'm not the previous guy, so I'm not really that dependent or not really that crazy about standing in front of camera, which A, I do not have, B, I don't have green screen, and C, it's probably 10 times more pleasant for you to just look at some footage of some video game or something and just listen to me while I talk. So I was thinking maybe when I talk about Jurassic Park or Jurassic World or some other stuff, I might just use photos or something. I'm gonna have to figure this out, but it might mean that there might be some intermittent stops between releases on the channel. I still want to have the gaming channel as the primary channel, but I don't know. My schedule and everything has been super crazy as of late, and so I'm gonna see how things are gonna develop. I'm gonna probably repeat this message on like multiple games just to let you guys know. I'm also quite aware that I have like 300 subscribers, and recently majority of the views have been coming from outside of those subscribers, so it might interest you, it might not interest you. I, however, still feel the need to inform you. I'm super happy that I was able to put together another walkthrough players compared, but to be perfectly honest, it was done over lots of sleepless nights because, there's just lots of stress in the background and some stuff happening with my family, so yeah, so we're gonna jump into the game. I'm gonna play probably again the 2 days in order to figure out what's going on, if certain stuff have been addressed. There's obviously other channels which have covered this game till the end of first year already, so you can go bananas when it comes to this. I still think it's better to wait for the game's later releases for you to purchase it. I really wanted to get it because I was deep in covering my time at Porsche, which is really fun game, but in comparison to like Stardew Valley, I think Stardew Valley is still better. But who knows, maybe I will make a walkthrough player comparison for those two titles. I do have like a list of games which I want to address, but I want to keep switching around the games that I keep doing so that's always something different, something that's not constantly RTS or FPS or something like this. So just please bear with me. And with that all said, let's take a look at the message from the church. Dear Max, we're having an impromptu fireside at 6 p.m. tonight to talk about what's all happening with you, the Civil Corps, and what to do next. There'll be some very important information for builders, so please stop by, okay? From Zeke. got some new seeds I want to give you. Stop by the moisture farm when you have the chance. And from Rocky, seeing as you're a person of sophisticated like taste, who also enjoys smashing up scrap, I just thought you should know a bunch of iron scrap has been poking out of the sand lately. You should go out and get some while the getting's good. Me and my boys already got bunch and put it in scrapyard. You can take some out of there if you want to. Same deal as usual. This happens from time to time, especially when it gets windy. You might be walking around and see some new scrap you ain't never seen before. Okay, well, already what happened was that we came across an actual goddamn like bus wreck in the scrapyard. So that was pretty damn impressive. That did not happen before. We do have still food for provisions, and we still have the entry to this place. You see, this is the second time ever that I see a goddamn bus here, and this thing can scrap a crap ton of stuff. So we're gonna pick up the mixed junk pile. We're gonna see what else can be dug out, because we have those fancy recyclers now. And obviously I will want to put them to good use. But I'm not really sure how the ruined bus frame is gonna help me get the iron. I still think I will have to go deeper into the mines in order for me to gain access to the iron ore. But I still am slightly confused as to why they have decided to go with specific crystals for, let's say, the tin or copper, when it can be easily added into the ground itself. It will just make for a much easier way to process the damn thing, and it also creates a sort of issue when you try to process the crystals that the collision with the tool that you are using might not exactly work the way you would want to. That might still be an issue due to the early stages of the game, but if you keep running into the same thing over and over again and it keeps driving you nuts, well, then it depends on your patience of how much of this you are willing to put up with. So yeah, okay, we're gonna have to probably go into the town and see if we can pick up some commissions. We're gonna have to attend that town meeting. I have to take a look at how much water do I have in storage, because that will also affect lots of things, and considering the fact that we have now crops which require watering, that can be also problematic. So we can we put in anything except a fuel? Yes, we can put in additional scrap. Civil furnace, okay. We can make steel bar if we would have iron and graphite. Oh, we have iron scrap. We're gonna have to refuel this sucker as well. And I'm gonna have to take a look at what the hell am I making or not making. Yeah, we don't have copper ore, so I cannot really make these bars. And what the hell are we missing here? Bloodstone saws. So what in the world do I need for those, huh? If they are even made on here, or if I need to make those up in here. Okay, so we are missing bloodstone. That can be easily fixed, because all we need to do is run around the desert here and just break apart these hard rocks, and they should contain the bloodstone. We just need to find like a decent deposit of those. Mian is looking at Yakmel. Don't ask me why. I never know what she's up to. She does not even have like a house. So this is the wrong type of stone. Where is the one that I'm needing? Hardstone, hardstone, hardstone. Do some quartz, some other stuff, sand rice. Can pick this thing up. It seems like our inventory might be full. Damn it. Hard rock. This is the thing which I'm looking for. Yep, there we go. There's the bloodstone. Okay, so we're gonna eat something in order to restore that pesky stamina, which is our constant issue. And now with the addition of that one bloodstone which we were able to pick up, we're gonna use this camel in order to get back to our workshop. And that is gonna allow me to make those bloodstones, and I will be able to, or bloodstone saws, sorry. I'll be able to finish up with the blueprint. The question is... primary jewelry processing machine. Okay, so now we need to allocate this gizmo somewhere. Question is, where in the world is it? Okay. We're gonna have to probably somehow power this thing up. I got zero idea what this thing honestly does. So, okay. Bone ring, nail file, rainbow locket, magnifier, orchid earrings, budding brooch, jade waist pendant. We don't have rough cloth, so we would be able to make some decent stuff out of these things. Nail file. Probably I can make these Yakma horn combs. That might fetch pretty coin. Let's refuel this sucker. And I'm gonna have to harvest these two. Water fertilizer is a-okay. But I'm gonna have to ditch some of this stuff into the inventory in these chests so that we can work on additional items. Okay. Seriously, there has to be like a better way to jam all this junk from your inventory into these chests. This is just always driving me nuts. It takes like half of the goddamn video just to sort this stuff out. I'm gonna eventually find a way to make this more proficient, but until that day, I'm open to any suggestions. I do try to organize the items based on what they are doing, or if they have some sort of specific decree or purpose or importance to crafting or whatever. But it might be sometimes quite problematic, so I'm gonna try my best here to allocate everything. Bronze greatsword, that sounds awesome. We have the motivational hammer equipped. We did get it from like the boss of the weird lizards, the gigglers, I think that's the name that they go by. We do have some provisions. We do have the pistol. It took us a crap ton of time to just get to the damn pistol itself. So, yeah, the game obviously locks you into these sort of... I'm not really sure how to say it politely, maybe time loops or time zones, and before you reach this certain period, you might be locked out of being able to access, let's say, iron or whatever, and this is how it steadily tries to build up the things which you might be able to create or make or gain access to. As if you would get access to good stuff right at the beginning, well, it would probably kind of ruin some of the experiences which you might have to run into, like trying to manage your energy or other nonsense. I don't know, I'm just pulling stuff out of my ass here. I'm trying to talk while I'll sort this mess out. It's just so freaking annoying to like try to cram all this junk away, and it's just a nightmare. Nightmare, I tell you. On top of it, I think like I'm keeping multiple stuff at different units and so on and such, so it's even worse. Sand rice cake, stamina. Salted fish, that's for stamina. Land base, this thing. We have this dried nonsense. We have some of these buggers. We have some glass. If I can get rid of glass, that would be great too. Throwable stone, the dumbest thing as of now. Still don't see the purpose of having this in this game at all. But maybe somehow someone in the future was able to discover the purpose for this thing and the 10,000 uses it might possess, which I'm still unaware of. So comment section, seriously, help me out. As long as it's not some sort of major spoiler for the story or something, I think I can live with it. Commerce badge. There should be this one thing. Yeah, this is already chock full of nonsense. We can salt some meat, if I understand. Yeah, we should theoretically be able to do that. That would be awesome. That would give us additional source of stuff to process. And this is just driving me nuts. I really don't know what to do with some of this junk. So just putting it away seems like the most reasonable thing, but I just don't want to dump it anywhere because I really would appreciate if there would be some sort of system to make sure that you are allocating these things into like some sort of designated spot, blah blah blah, so it's not going into 10,000 different chests for no goddamn good reason. Okay, so this should do. We're gonna make some jerky here. And we're gonna go check on these things. We need to collect some clay. That might be a little bit annoying, but hopefully we will be able to manage that. So let's take a look. I do see like a lot of food scrap here. And picking this thing up will give us the experience and potentially even drags as a fuel. So that works out for me. Still do wonder what the hell is inside of this dealing powder. So Jan has quite the advantage, but we are also quite far away from Slack, so we should do a-okay. Okay, so my favorite part of this whole shebang, we definitely are not doing bloodstone saws because there's just no chance in hell. And I need to take a look into the wiki page, and that means that the audio for the game might stop because reasons. And where the hell did I put the... This is what happens if you have 68 things open simultaneously in your browser, because I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Okay, so thick rope. I think we're gonna do that, but I'm not still sure. I just want to make sure that the commissions that I pick up I can do. So thick rope. Thick rope. What do we need for this thing? We need what? Plant fiber. Okay. We're gonna accept this. And copper wires. Yeah, the problem here is we don't really have access to more copper, so unless I go into the mines and pick up some more, I'm kind of screwed here. So yeah. So we need that plant fiber. That's all good. We're just gonna be able to head back over here. Clay, I'm not really sure right now if I need to go into the mines. I think another crop is done. Harvest. And plant sand rice. How do we rotate the seeds? Okay, we have rose willow, whatever that is. We need that straw nonsense first. I definitely need to go fetch some water. I really preferred the way it was done in my time at Porsche because it allowed me to like mess around with the potential of what is gonna be grown where, and you had those planters and it just made the whole thing a little bit more organized. Although there were some struggles, like trying to figure out what you can do with certain stuff and so on and such. Are we running any research? Albums, I don't really care about that. We do have some combat points to be assigned. So I'm gonna go with this. And unfortunately these things are still locked, so that sucks. So map, missions, commissions, social, calendar. There's probably nothing besides the fireside meeting, so we need to address that. And where do I check the science? System, no. Missions, no. Map, inventory. I think we're gonna have to go check this thing out and see what's happening there. We can pick up at least these weird combs and see if we can sell them for a decent price. And I have to take a look at this rope nonsense. So hopefully this thing has been added to my inventory. And hopefully I'll be able to address all these things. It's LC
Howdy.
for the commission.
See ya.
And we should move to the fireside camp because it's gonna be 6 soon. So what I would love to do is sell the combs, buy some water, and then attend the meeting. We're gonna ease into it, see what can be done. Can only sell one at a time. It's gonna be annoying as hell. Did I get all of them? We got some potatoes. That's awesome. No. Okay. Sugar, rice, oat parts. No, not really. Flour, sea salt. Let's grab that. At least 5 of these. We really don't need the comb back, so screw that. We're gonna go fetch some water, although I'm not really sure how it's gonna be accessible now, because there should be some shortages of water due to the bridge being ruined. So I'm gonna try to get as much of this water as I can. I'm not even honestly paying attention to the market price right now. So Sandrock seed data discs? I'm not gonna give you data disc, god damn it, come on. Especially for not like sand rice, which is growing outside in the desert. Give me a break, man. But what I might need is this straw nonsense, so let's grab like 10 of those and let's go attend this shindig and see what can be done. I really missed the chance of having a horse. The camel is nice and all, and makes more sense for the environment to be using a camel. But yeah, the horse is just more agile, faster, and just overall better choice. At least as my personal opinion goes. So need to find the clay.
Good evening. I hereby declare this fireside meeting to be in session. First order of business. It's true. Our civil corps and builders were able to disperse the gigglers in a surprise operation. In the process, the Shonash Canyon Bridge was destroyed. All parties involved performed bravely up against great odds. And ultimately, their actions led to the safety of Sandrock amidst the very real threat of invasion from the gigglers. The most difficult days are behind us, but our job is not done. Before more water can be shipped to us from Portia and Atara, we need to rebuild the railway bridge. Pronto. I have asked Heidi to head this enormous effort. It'll be a difficult undertaking for her and her team. City Hall doesn't have enough budget or stores to ensure a speedy completion. We have reached out to the Alliance for help, but we cannot entrust our future to handouts. And so, I ask my fellow Sandrockers to help in any way you can, be it construction materials or money. I've already directed the church to give as much as we could.
I can provide materials.
Yes, I reckon we can all do our part in expediting this process. Why, it makes me pleased as pie to see such a unified Sandrock as we face an adversity of this magnitude. Well, ain't nothing more to do but to do it to it. Meeting adjourned. Conserve water.
Okay, so we have effectively killed a couple of ours. But what I can do now is do mining. Might not be able to get the copper that I need, but still. We have some time left for the day, and since the license to enter this place is paid, it would be a kind of a shame to not use it. Hold on, is this robot able to be mined out? Yeah, the robot might give you some decent scrap, so you never know. A diamond! Damn, okay, diamonds are forever achievement. That's new. I'm gonna tell the camel here to stay like a good guy. Because if I'll fall off this damn elevator again while being on top of any animal, apparently the fall damage here can actually kill you. So, yeah, we have found the limit in this game. But I did not tell you which floor I want to go to.
Well, this is a surprise. I predicted the Civil Corps would show up any minute now to rescue me, but I didn't expect them to send some random individual. Nevertheless, you're here now. Proceed with your extraction plan. I won't complain.
Okay, that's new.
You do have a plan, right? Wait. By the look on your face, perhaps you're not a rescuer, but a fellow prisoner instead. Oh. Okay, well, you can join the club and sit over there while we wait for the proper authority to appear. Hold on, I recognize you. You're the new builder. Perhaps we don't have to wait. With my intellect and your logistical aptitude, there may yet be new possibilities to extricate ourselves from this predicament. Let's look around this area to see if there's anything we can use to escape, relics or otherwise.
But I do see this pickaxe. And the question is if this hammer is better than the one that I have. It's okay, quality rare. Tool strength 13. This is tool strength 17. Dig radius 10. Tool strength 10. I think I'm gonna keep the one that I have.
Perhaps if this machine were repurposed somewhat, it could be fitted with an engine. With enough propulsion, we could likely fly out through that hole in the ceiling.
Or I can just build that ladder in the back.
However, any minor miscalculation in trajectory might cause us to die, which would be suboptimal. Let's put this one down as Plan Z. Or perhaps just use your pick hammer to break it down into scrap. I'll leave it to your discretion.
Yeah. Damaged ladder, huh? Okay.
Wood, stone, metal, scraps. These things are useful to you, are they not, Builder? I must admit, I find using such basic components to solve our predicaments somewhat inelegant.
Well, do you want to stay here?
Regardless, Builder, I recommend you collect these materials. They may prove useful in our journey to the service.
Copper scrap. You never know.
This
Robot.
machine reminds me of something very obscure. Something you never would have heard of. In certain old world literature, it was imagined that time travel might one day be possible. If only I could go back in time and warn myself not to travel into this tunnel. I could also tell my past self that you'd be falling down here around this time, and then sent myself to rescue you, solving this entire ordeal. That is, if my past self wasn't too busy right now. Wishful thinking, I'm afraid. Also, the fact that I did not meet myself before falling in here means that I do not uncover the secret of time travel on this particular timeline. Or is there a reason I would have allowed this to happen?
Can you just shut up and sit somewhere in the corner and
In
let
any
me
case,
do this?
this machine would probably do us better as scrap. Can you break it down with your pick hammer?
I can certainly do it better than with that thing you gave me. That thing is a joke! Seems to be blocked. Don't have access to the
Looking
scanner.
towards the skies for answers. That's entirely the reason I'm in this predicament in the first place. Well, Builder, our objective is rather straightforward, is it not? Exit through that gap above. Indeed, a mere difference in altitude has managed to contain us here. Pay me no mind, Builder. Complaining won't improve our situation. I suggest we continue looking around.
Okay. Seem to be missing some ingredients. Damn it. So what does that mean? Do I get this other nonsense? Because I don't see mechanical station. I was able to scrap this thing. Okay, it's most unfortunate. Please tell me that this is the nonsense that I needed in order. Ah, crap, there's one more ladder piece. Okay, my bad. Thank God I decided to actually empty out that storage in my inventory. That would have been awkward.
Oh, using the environment to bridge the gap between us and that opening up there. Brilliant! In any case, let's save our celebrations for the surface. After you, Builder.
I was really hoping to get some goddamn copper and not this idiot who's supposed to be researching stuff for me, by the way.
Finally! How serendipitous that you were the next to fall into that cavern.
Why did you come here? Science, Mr. White!
According to Civil Corps survey reports, I deduced the likelihood of uncovering a usable equatorial mount in these ruins to be upwards of 99.9%. Unfortunately, despite my in-depth and thoroughly digestible explanation, none of the Civil Corps members were able to comprehend the significance of an equatorial mount. Thusly, it became imperative that I come here myself, and hence, our untimely meeting. My venture proved not only unfruitful, but also has caused a delay in my research. I must be heading back to the research center to make up for lost time. Perhaps I'll hire someone to continue the search for me.
What's an equatorial mount?
I'm glad you asked. In order to facilitate the expeditious referencing and notation of celestial coordinates, a rare old-world relic is required, the equatorial mount. By aligning one rotational axis of a telescope's mount parallel to our planet's axis of rotation, an internal mechanism, known as a clock drive, will rotate the telescope over a period of a day in contrast with the rotation of our planet in order to compensate for its motion.
Okay.
Once the state has been achieved, one need only adjust the right ascension and declination dials on the equatorial mount to find any celestial body in the sky in only a matter of moments, based, of course, on the celestial coordinates.
Okay.
In any case, I must be going. I will find some way to seek out an equatorial mount at a later date.
Let me help you.
Render unto builders the things that are builders. Indeed, you would be much more suited to the task. Surely you'll be able to find pieces of an equatorial mount in the abandoned ruins, likely on a lower level. Once you've found the pieces by diving in the ruins, you can use the restoration machine at Katori's museum to make it whole again. Please bring it to me at that point, and not before. Goodbye.
Okay, how much time do we have? I seriously want to grab some copper since I'm here. And I still have some stamina left. Should go back before 11. Saw some copper, so I took it. Because we are a resource-hungry builder. All this red stuff is copper. That's why I'm like wondering, why in the hell would you install these crystals that represent resources and materials? It makes no sense. Okay, how much copper do I get out of this stuff anyhow? Not that much. Question is, how far do we need to go? Okay, coming across lots of useful and not that useful stuff. Okay. There's some relics ahead. Some strings and whatnot. You really have to watch out for the energy levels. You need this copper. So let's take some of this stuff. Since there are such a huge deposits of both tin and copper, it'd be a shame to not use it. But I have to also monitor the time. Because I need to get the hell out of here in order to not fall asleep outside, as that has more negative effects than staying up until past 11, as we already do have the black eyeshadows as Alice Cooper. I'm not gonna really change that much by staying here a little longer. Okay, there's an old part. We're gonna leave the ruins. So I was able to at least pick up some copper. That's the important stuff. Unfortunately, the copper which you take as the junk from the recyclers is already processed, so it's not the raw ore which you need for smelting. And yeah, I need the raw stuff for smelting. So it's getting late. We need to get to bed before 3 a.m. if I recall correctly. Or maybe I don't recall correctly, who knows? Stay here. Thank you for the meat. Do you want a sun-dried salted fish? Do I have any fish? Jerky, paper. We can make one dried nonsense here. Adjust. Let's keep some water in our inventory for having the option to actually do the watering of the crops. So I'll just let the rubber stuff run up here. I'll do some bronze. Ah, come on. Play nice. It's getting later and later. And some more copper. Or bronze, sorry. Okay. Ooh, microchip. That's new. No, that goes elsewhere. There's that rubber nonsense. I really need to sell this rare thing. Even though it's rare, it doesn't necessarily mean it's better than the stuff you might potentially have already equipped. So you'll have to find the right stuff which works and does not work for you. Diamond is definitely nice. I'm gonna have to allocate this tin and all this other nonsense somewhere too. So I'll just play around with this, and then we'll talk on the next day and see what can be done. Equatorial Mount Piece 3. Camera piece, advanced toolbox, awesome. What do I do with all this? And at least I did pick up some goddamn clay. That's something, I guess. I'm gonna need another storage. That's for certain. And it better be one of those big ones. I think I have marble bricks. No, that's marble slab. I thought I had the same thing on multiple places. Okay, never mind. Let's go to sleep. And hopefully tomorrow there won't be sandstorm, as that dew which has been collected in those 2 harvesters would be gone. And that would really upset me. And not in the fun way, because water is still a pesky subject in this game. Seriously, why do you need water in order to run a furnace? That makes no sense.
Hey there! I hope you had a better night than I did. I'm about to crash. After the meeting with Matilda, I went straight home and pulled an all-nighter working on ideas for the new bridge. But it was worth it! I've got designs right here to prove it. This is going to be a huge undertaking. Who knows how long it's gonna take? But the only way we're going to make it happen is if everyone gives it their all.
There's literally a train behind you. It's ruining cutscene.
So, I need you to construct the bridge's load-bearing trusses for me. You know, the upper frame structure? We'll need 2 of this design to stretch across the canyon. Here's the diagram. My team will be working with Mian as we build the base of the bridge. In the meantime, try to get that frame done. I know I said this was going to take a while, but we've been consulting experts on how to speed up the process, so I want that frame finished even before we're ready to install it. If you do finish before us, check out the commission board. I'll be posting all sorts of bridge-related commissions, and every little bit helps. In any case, I'll be curious to check out the frame once you built it. Come show me when you're done. Okay, that's all I got for now. Good night. We can do this.
Okay, we have some gifts here. So hey, me and my boys scrounged up some salvage and hopefully make your job a little easier. So that's some iron, and there's some steel bars. Awesome. Wow, you guys are so generous. It's not even my birthday. Ammunition and graphite so we can make some steel from Heidi. A whole new batch of furniture has arrived at Construction Junction. Ain't that neat? Come by anytime to decorate your home. And remember, you're always welcome to come to do a whole redesign. Construction Junction is always the best choice for a home transformation, decoration, and all the other nonsense. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so what do we have today? Today is Wednesday, so we are going to be able to pick up some commissions. I'm going to pick up that dew. Is this going to allow me to make some water? And that's going to allow me to process some of these things further down. Okay, so water. Why don't I have fertilizer? Do I seriously need to have this thing on me personally at every damn instance? That is just so inconvenient. But okay, I'll humor you guys. Coffee, tea. You know what? Let's put it over here. Sand rice, chestnuts. We're gonna be roasting those, I guess. Any more crops which I can take? Where's that fertilizer, damn it? These are the crops. There's that fertilizer nonsense, okay. So logically, I would be able to even expand this whole shebang. If I would recall how the hell to do this in the first place. I don't, so it's gonna be fun. Let's fertilize, fertilize, fertilize. Does not really need it. This can use it. Sure. No, 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 no. Trying to find what needs to be watered so that it's all okay. Seriously, how the hell do I expand the farming situation? Because there's still some space and I have some of these. Oh man, seriously, all this junk needs to be in my inventory. That's driving me nuts. Because it just requires a ton of space and a ton of management. So we'll just put these two suckers down, water them, fertilize them. And I don't even know how much do we need right now to expand the farming or the farm or the workshop even further. But I'll certainly will try my best to accommodate somehow this farming so that we can maintain it, because maybe in this game the crops will actually serve some decent purpose. I really need to learn if there's some sort of cooking recipe for the goddamn potatoes. Seriously, now that I talk about this, what about potato? Potato. Mash them, boil them, cook them, bake them. So, there's multiple recipes. Braised meat, farmer stew, highway fried rice, spicy and sour potatoes, spicy bean paste. Now, the issue here is that none of these damn recipes restore, guess what? Stamina. They either increase your damage, they increase your defense, they increase your HP, but they don't work with the goddamn stamina. So tomato instead needs to be looked up. And there we have a dish which gives us +9 stamina, and it's tomato scramble, for which we require tomatoes, eggs, and salt. So, and we need to use a wok. I don't have access to the goddamn wok yet, so we would need to upgrade this whole shebang. And for that, we would require a steel frame and bloodstone core and a frying pan from Forging Machine level 1. Damn it. So the only recipe which would truly be useful for the tomatoes, I still won't be able to get to. So I might actually sell the potatoes. I will have to go and take a look at that, the guy who told me that he has more seeds to work with as well. But first I have to allocate all this nonsense away somewhere in these chests, and I'm gonna have to make some more because, yeah, not funny. I need to make more of these, apparently. Iron Latch, Commerce Guild Store. Okay. Seriously, can I make more of these storage nonsensical thingies? Basic planting, wooden storage, wooden bookcase, iron axe. We cannot afford it because we don't have the sharpening stone. Gunpowder, steel frame, filtration. What about this? Mini storage box, wooden storage. Let's make one. Might help out. You never know. Kind of desperate always for space. So let's just put this junk all in. Those potatoes will probably get sold, however. So let's take a look at these commissions and missions that are given to us. A thrust. For that, we will require 3 bronze frame, 8 steel bars, and 20 copper screws. So, damn. Damn. Well, you can try to build it, but a bronze frame? What am I missing? Bronze rivets. Okay. Which means I'm gonna be forced to make more bronze. Steel bar, I will be able to make some, but not really that much. Plus all the granite which I picked up was given to me as a gift, so not really that great. Not really that great. Make it happen. Mechanical. Fill it in. The refiner, I really don't need a higher quality of anything right about now, so I'll stick with the stuff that I do have. And recycle steel bars, okay? Copper screws, all this stuff will have to be made. So we will have to go mining, we have to go take a look at these commissions. There should be no celebration or shindig today, so I should be able to work on stuff. Hopefully there will be something easy for me to pick up, and we need to go to that wet water farm or whatever is that building and pick up those new seeds and see what's up. So, what are we cooking here with? Bronze bars. For instance, I kind of do need those. Wooden sticks. Oh man, if I would give you the jewelry machine. It's tempting. What do I need in order to make a soup pot? And where do I make this stuff? So I need a civil furnace in order to make this, and we need to combine clay and dinus. So dinus is the sand, but I don't have the clay, so stone slate. Stone slate. I seriously want to sell her my jewelry machine. From bricks. We do have bricks. From any processor. I don't think we're using the processor. If I even have the goddamn processor. I hope I did not take some dumb commission which I won't be able to fulfill. That would really, really rub me the wrong way. Let's go grab some food. Gonna need those provisions. We're gonna have to do some additional mining. And minus 15%. And it's still costing me an arm and a leg. But I'll take it! And I'll sell you the potato. No, I won't sell you the potato when the market price is so low. That's 15%. That's quite low, actually. But having this meatloaf from the plants, I don't know, it's probably sponsored by Beyond Meat or some nonsense, don't ask me. We're gonna have to rely on some alternative means. But I want to make those stone nonsensical thingies. Processor. Let's make 10. So I have some storage. Or some in store, or whatever you want to call it. Those two cactuses look quite juicy and ready to be processed. So that means I will need some alternative seeds. Rose willow. Yeah, hopefully that will do. And I need to put in the pesky farming kit. Whoa, harvest. Okay, we have one cactus. Oh, come on. And this is the dumbest farming ever. I want to love it, but it's just so annoyingly annoying. Really not a huge fan of the farming in this game so far. Let's put down the cactus. And let's put down one of the rose willows. That'll do, that'll do. Okay. So things are being made, so let's go mining. I can theoretically do the scrap stuff, but I think I'll have to pay a fine or an entry. Yeah, 200 points. So we know that the bus thingy is gonna give me a crap ton of stuff to work with, but I honestly want to go down and see if we can descend lower and potentially come across that iron deposit finally one of these days. One of these days. Also, I'm not really sure if this is the level which contains all the bits and pieces for our scientists there. Yi or Q or what's his name? I'm horrible with names. So we need to descend down into the madness. I should pick up that tin ore. At least some tin ore would be nice, because I cannot just go all in on the copper. Especially if you give it to me in these sort of really weird places like that. It's just inconvenient as hell. And the collision is still kind of weird because I totally wanted to do a different tin deposit, not that tiny crystal, but yeah. Again, this kind of needs a little tweaking, or I would suggest removing these crystals overall, as it would create much smoother experience. After all, my time at Porsche did have just this sort of ground with a different discoloration or different shades of color to represent the different types of ore, and having access to multiple mines actually allowed you to mine for different various resources. I think there were at least 3 in my time at Porsche. I should know, I covered the game until recently. I'm no expert though, but definitely having that experience with that game gave me some things to expect with the sequel potentially. I mean, they're still light years away from being done, but we're gonna see what's gonna happen. So I think we are currently reaching level 9 or something. I still need the copper. Okay, there seems to be the way out. I'm gonna leave those resources by the entry point because it's just so much easier to pick up stuff at the start than having to run God knows how far into the mine. So just letting the explosions do their job. Trying to look if there are any potential relics because these sorts of weird spots do tend to hide them. Okay, there seems to be something. I'm not sure what it's gonna be, but I won't say no to little exploration. Might be something useful, or it might be another old part. You just unfortunately always take a gamble with these things. I swear there was one more thing. And on the other side, it did show also something, I believe. I cannot dig in through here, so... Yeah, you see, like, this is kind of blocked in this weird place, so... Some candlestick nonsense. God knows what else. Okay, let's go blow this sucker up. Maybe there's gonna be something useful. Maybe there won't be anything useful. Maybe it's a dead end. Also, a slight chance that might happen. Let's blow up the explosives. Seriously, I'm not even sure what he was smacking, but we got something. I think. I hope. Relics. Relics, and I'm kind of looking for a way out. Which one is shown here, and one is over here. Okay. Yeah, that's gonna be pretty much it for this one. I know it might not be as stimulating as the previous episode with the gigglers blowing up the bridge and all this nonsense, but the game does these things intentionally, so yeah, if you did like it, give it a big thumbs up. If you want to see more, check out the playlist. I will probably not be making a review for this game. I want to make one for the Timberborn. I still want to do Black Skylands and all these other games, so it will be really weird, and depending on my schedule, my job and other stuff, and how much I will be able to sleep and everything, things are gonna somehow work out, hopefully. So in the meantime, I'm gonna wish you best of luck, and hopefully your gaming experience is awesome. Let me know what games you are enjoying if someone is watching until this point, and I will be more than happy to read all about it. Thank you all, and bye-bye for now. And you really cannot just sit upstairs like a normal camel, huh? The problem is if I try to hop on top of you and you fall down, we'll be both dead. And I kind of don't want to experience that.